and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. I'm a little early today because I think my I might survive long enough to get another scenario out, so I'm just trying to get this over with so I can go back to like sleep or whatever. Um, Today's scenario, unfortunately, I'm playing solo again. Um, I haven't gotten in contact with Rob this week or this weekend, but I assume, but with Easter and all that, we're usually not available anyways. So, gonna play this as a solo thing. I was looking through my list of scenarios to try and find something that might be small yet interesting, and this scenario kind of sort of just crept up. So this scenario is called The Bet. It is from. It actually has three publications, as far as I'm aware, which makes it rather interesting because of the places it's been reprinted. It usually it doesn't feel like this would usually be the case. So, um, this scenario was originally, I believe, created as a scenario for a an online challenge on Gamesquad, I believe, for the Monkeys with Typewriters Volume 2. So this is created back in 2009. As far as I'm aware, it was a design challenge. So a lot of people just online got together and essentially made scenarios for free all using the same general premise. So it might have had to be like specifically in Norway in 1940, and whoever can make stuff based on that, go ahead and knock your socks off. So as a result, I found this scenario as one that has not been played yet, but it also has been reprinted in two other areas. And as far as I'm aware, they are the same, however, modified slightly. Now, what do I mean by modified slightly? Well, the original version that I am playing seems to be far imbalanced towards the Germans, and we'll see if that ends up being the case. Just by raw numbers, it looks like maybe, but we'll see if the dice play along here. The second version, as far as I'm aware, was printed in LFT or Le Franc-Tireur, and it was printed in their number 13, the Crimean Campaign magazine. If that's incorrect, I hope that someone can correct me on that one. But from what I can tell, it was reprinted as FT 181. What makes it at least more notable is that it beefed up the Norwegian defense by adding three more squads, and it changed up a couple of the vehicles that the Germans had available to them. So there's at least a little bit more that they can do with stuff. I also forgot to give myself a vehicle, so I will just endeavor to give myself one. Not that it really matters because you can fit everybody in on three, but if we're trying to do it correct, there. And we'll just toss him in there. Cool. So like I said, the second version, they added three more squads to the Norwegians. They changed up one of the vehicles so that they're all 251-1s or /1s instead of 250/1s and a 251/1. Honestly, it doesn't really change much outside of portage capacity, which you're not lacking for in this scenario, as the Germans. And the group that they start with, I guess technically you could just mount them all starting on turn one, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem to matter in my opinion. And then it was also reprinted in the ECZ Tournament Directors Pack. It is the first scenario in that pack, and that pack was released by Advancing Fire. So in all cases, it's the same designer, so they just essentially lent out their idea. I guess their idea was like purchased or licensed or whatever to LFT, and then Enrico Cantanzaro just made his own pack and added it there. So the only difference in the final version of this is that it seems like the number of vehicles was reduced. I think the Germans get an extra. No, they get the same amount of mortars, and they get an extra half squad. So I can't imagine it's going to be too crazy of a change between LFT and ECZ. But I'm going to play the original version because honestly, it was just easier for me to find it and get going. Um, so the scenario that we have on hand is a German versus Norwegian scenario, and it's yeah, it's neat. So this scenario relies on a bidding system, or a bid between both players. And in this case, I'm playing against myself, so I just gave myself a bid that made sense considering the apparent ease at which the Germans can beat this scenario. So EC is wet. There is ground snow, which I always will forget what it does. I believe it adds movement point to movement. Um, Unless that's just deep snow. After the German setup, the Norwegian player rolls a dice roll, a single die to determine if there is wind, and then if there is, you determine direction for that wind. Now, unfortunately for me, I did not roll for wind, so there is just none, and therefore did not have to worry about the direction. Kindling is not allowed. Crews cannot voluntarily abandon their vehicles, and hex control is not applicable for AFVs. To determine sides, each player secretly bids the number of building/rubble hexes. The number must be between 6 and 16. 16 because that is the most building hexes that are still available, because there is one that is in a blaze, which doesn't count. And some building locations could potentially be rubbled if you had, say, a critical hit with an 81 millimeter mortar, that sort of thing. So whoever bids highest plays as the Germans, and then if there is a tie, you would use a single die roll. Presumably, you would call either odds or evens, and or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. There are 2 overlays in this scenario, which I hope have been placed, and I did it correctly. So there is one on G2 F1. So there's some brush that gets added, as well as a building, I believe, in K8, K9. So there are 2. Those are the only 2 ones in place, or in play. I don't know why this actually doesn't have this. Hold on. If I make this real fast modification here, orchards are out of season. Why did it reset to that? Hopefully this fixes it, because the orchard should, yeah, there you go. The orchards are not in season, which is very important because of LOS and the hindrance that they may or may not provide. There is a blaze in P2, and there is a burning wreck in L6. Also, it's not going to show, but normally this map does have some grain. You're supposed to treat all grain as woods. So, yeah. Anyways, this is a 5.5 turn scenario with the Germans starting. The Germans have 2 setup restrictions, essentially. So they have one where they must set up on hexes 8 or greater, or 8 or less, sorry. And they start dismounted, and then you have some units that start in motion and with the same 8 or less on numbered hexes. And they're all on the upper board. Interestingly, the Norwegians get some reinforcements on turn 1 that come in on the north edge, so they can come in from anywhere and potentially ruin someone's day. Victory condition, again, is just the bids, so we'll see if I manage to get 13 or not. Without further ado, weather, no change. I don't have any rally phase actions, but before I bother getting into like prep fire or anything, I do want to do concealment game for any unit that is out of LOS. Excuse me. pretty confident that these guys and these guys are out of line of sight. These guys are definitely out of line of sight. This guy, yeah, I think everybody's out of line of sight. Okay. Let me double check on ground snow so I'm not screwing myself over on this. Because that's pretty much the only thing, is that ground snow would potentially limit movement speed. Yeah, okay. So it's just elevation change, so don't have to worry about it. It's deep snow where you have to pay the extra, I believe, for movement. Yeah, you're paying an extra half. Okay, cool. Other than that, there's something else that I wanted to double check here. Orchards are not in season, yada yada yada. Pretty sure orchards not in season is an LOS hindrance at higher levels. They don't block line of sight as they normally would. And I'm pretty sure nothing else is different. Yeah, it's still... Yeah, okay. So it's still the regular hindrance. It's just from a higher level, you only get 1+1 hindrance. So, cool. I don't have any prep-fire phase stuff. I will put down snipers, which I think this is probably the most convenient for legal, and that's probably the most convenient for legal. So movement phase. In the movement phase, I have a lot of things I need to get done here. Unfortunately, I have some guys that are carrying mortars that are heavy as hell. So I just have to remember they have 2 movement points, because normally they have 4. That's 2 over, so they only have 2. So they'll bypass 1, 2. And this guy will do 1, 2 as well. Because the entire goal here is to try and get some mortars into these woods so I can cover the left area, and then I'm gonna have some mortars on the right to cover that area as well. Yeah, and I can see kind of this guy should get considered. You can kind of see where the limitations on the number of Norwegian defenders have becomes a real problem. So these guys start in motion, so I don't have to worry too much about it. This is 3. I'm pretty sure. But again, ground snow makes things different, so let's make sure I'm not doing anything wrong with vehicle. Yeah, minimum road entry is 1. All non-tracked vehicles must expend 1 extra per hexite cross bypassed, even on plowed roads. All right, cool. So because they're not fully tracked, I actually don't know how that applies. I would imagine all non-tracked. Let me double check. Because it's either 1 or 2. It's not the end of the world, but that does make potential 1-turn stuff into 2. All right. Well, I'm going to assume non-tracked would mean that it does not exclude half-tracked, because it's specifically non-tracked. So 3, 4. Oh wait, that's the guy. So 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 in motion. And then these guys have the regular movement here, so I don't think I've got anything crazy to do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, stop 17. So this guy will do pretty much the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, stop 16. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, Yeah, I would have to rearrange those. I don't really care. He'll stop and delay. That's not the end of the world. Okay. Next up, I've got my guys on the right here. They're going to CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bypass 6, 7. Okay, I'm not going crazy on extra here. So we'll do ear for 8. Okay. These guys are going to CX, but they're all going to split. So I'll do into U9 for 2, 3. Is there anybody real there? There is. So this guy has to get revealed. I will reveal a 4, 5, 7. And I'll take a shot. Okay. It's a bad start. So he cowers, and then the hindrance. So cowers to 2, then there's half, and then that gets reduced to nothing for hindrance. So there's no residual. That guy is there for 3. And then 4, 5. Do I do anything else? I forget if any of these guys are real, so I'm gonna chill here, just so I'm not gaming the system too much. Knowing that this guy is real is important. Yeah, I'm gonna CX this stack, and I'm gonna move as a stack. So 2, 3. They will lose concealment. Ooh, this is really important. So I could choose. Yeah, I'm going to go in with both. So 5 to U1. And then that's it's too tempting of a shot. So I'll take another 4 firepower shot. It is non-assault movement, and they are not in open ground. So it is a 4-on-4, which I believe is a 1 check. And both of them will fail. One guy ELRs, but they are both broken. Now, on the plus side, that does open up that. So, how... You know what? That's a great point. Okay. Stack in V8 goes to V9 for 1. And I only have 5 movements. Perfect. So V9 for 1, W10 for 2, W1 for 3, and then X1 for 5 total. They will lose concealment. That's a huge stack that I'm not going to take a risk on. And unfortunately, the final fire does not pay off. So that is just... That is that. The residuals aren't going to matter, but I gotta... Sometimes I find myself not putting down residual as much as I want to or should, so... yeah. Okay. Over here... I'm going to CX all of these guys, but they're all going to go in different directions. So this guy's going to go left for 2, 4, 6. No, okay. CX 2, 4, 6. Is he... Okay. And then... These guys don't need to CX. We'll do 2, 4. Get revealed. As I do 6, and I will take a shot. As an 8 flat. No. Alright, that sucks. I was really hoping that, yeah. Dang. Okay, well, not much I can do on those. What else we got? Is there any other movement? No. Perfect. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, I'm going to try again. Nope. All right. That guy's just destined to be bad. Um, I can't see too much yet, which is the real big problem in this scenario. It really just invites the Germans to come in for free. I don't have any shots with those guys. Um, this blaze and the subsequent building means I can't really target that guy. So I might as well just go for broke here. Reveal the 10-2 in the HMG and shoot at the guy in S10. Because I should be able to see it over the wall. Yeah, okay. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, perfect. So 10 firepower down 1. 4 on 10 is going to be pretty nasty. 3 morale check. He pins. All right, sick. I will take that. I do have a rate of fire. So it's a 5 on 6, which should still be a 1 check. That is still a 1 check. And he's fine. And no rate. Goddamn. Alright. Could have been worse, I guess. Is there anything else I can do? Not really. Not really. We'll go to advanced fire phase. I will try my hand first with X1. I'm just going to roll it. Probably not. Because I can't shoot the heavy machine guns and medium machine guns. I don't even think it counts like their DM status, which is a little unfortunate. So yeah, that's just nothing there, which is fine. The CX guy in L10 will attempt L1. That's going to be it's an up 2 shot, so it's double to 8, half to 4 to 2. So 2 up 2. No. Try the same thing from N10. Also no. And then lastly, M1 against the guy who's revealed. So it is a 4 flat. 7 on 4 pin task check. The guy is pinned. All right, that's good. That's actually really good. So I'll have to contend with that. And I think that's it for advanced fire phase. Routes. The only routes available are for the Germans. They're going to route towards V10 because they're allowed to do that. And I think that's just it. We go to advanced phase. In the advanced phase, we're going to do leader and group on there. You're going to join there. Moving up with these guys would be insane, so I'm not going to do that. This group can all move as a stack, because why not? Mortar and mortar. Yeah, I think this makes the most sense. CC phase, we do have 1 CC. I deliberately did not go in with the CX guy so that my ambush chance could be better. German and Norwegian. So the Germans are have a -1 for the leader. But the Norwegian guy has a +1 for being pinned. Had they rolled a 2, then it would have been different, but nothing. So 1 to 1 and 1 to 4, because it's no longer 1 to 2. So 1 to 4. Yeah, that would be a 1 to 4, which, wow, the Germans really got lucky on this one. So they will get a casualty reduction and then suffer no penalty because because they are pinned. They are fighting at 2. 2 to 5 is unfortunately a 1 to 4 instead of 1 to 2, which means they needed a 3 to get a result. Okay, this will turn into a melee, and that should be it for turn 1 Germans. Norwegians, no change for weather. Nothing needs to check for spread, I think I should point out. Unfortunately, because of no wind, there's no smoke, which is like the other thing that would be really cool is smoke. You could get a lot more out of it, which actually, speaking of, yeah, if this scenario, yeah, I really feel like the Norwegians need more troops in this one. Um, Rally phase, there's only stuff for the Germans, so they will just lose their DM, and that will be it. We'll go to prep-fire phase. I'm going to try my hand again at the 10 down 1. It's a normal, or at least it's a 1 check, actually. They'll break, which gets some result out of it, but no rate of fire, which is unfortunate. Outside of that, there's really not much else. I forgot to delete these. Question is, do I want to do an 8-up 1, or do I try and retreat these guys? And I think I want to retreat them. Like, I just don't think it's worth... I could assault move back. Okay, no, you know what? I have a plan for this. So I'll go to the movement phase. In the movement phase, the guy with the DC assault moves to W4, and the other guy will go 2-4 to U4. Yeah, they'll just try to extricate themselves out of there. Anytime I can, if I can burn time, I think that'll be the best. Also, reinforcements, they're going to come in on the complete left side. They're going to CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will lose CX, and then 7. Because I can't do 8 because they're green. Oh, that is my... Well, fuck it. I forgot that was my 2-4 guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 down 2. Alright. I guess technically I should have shut the mortar. Whatever, it doesn't matter. That would have been a miss anyways. I'll say I shot the mortar, but that's just a miss no matter what. But I will get acquisition. Oops. What the hell? How did that select winning? That's weird. That is a weird global keybind. Okay. Is there any other movement I want to do? No, not really. I guess, yeah, you know what? Maybe throw that guy over. I'm gonna have 06. We'll go to P6 for 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to R6. I think that's it. Oh, whoops. Defense fire phase. I mean, the Germans don't really have anything to shoot at, to be honest. I didn't get rate of fire with the mortar. They can't see anybody. They can't see anybody. Yeah. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Routes, there shouldn't be any. I guess technically as the Germans, I'll route back so that they're not... That one squad can maybe potentially eventually rally, but that's about it. Advances. So, advanced phase... Yeah, why not? You can go into this building, you can go to the stone building. These guys are going to go A7. And I will split them. I'll put one guy in E7 just so that the mortar, if the mortar gets crazy, he's not going to kill everybody. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's good for now. CC, there is one CC. Again, they're now at 1 to a quarter, and can't do anything about it. The Germans will get to infiltrate after they roll their dice. So they are running at 2 to 1, which is 2 to 1 down 1 actually, which is not enough for anything. I am not going to take the opportunity to infiltrate because it doesn't matter. Like, I guess... No, you know what? It's not going to matter. We go to German turn 2, weather gusts. That might actually be super bad. So in gusts, one blaze can automatically spread 2 locations or 2 hexes. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that a vehicle hex has to spread to its own first. So the gusts, the rule with gusts also applies to it, but it's ineligible because there's nothing close enough. So gust should only apply to this guy. And the problem is you then have to determine what the direction is. So let me... Yeah, allows all terrain blazes to automatically spread to burnable terrain in the direction of the wind. Roll for direction if no wind. So I'm going to use the sniper counter, and we'll see, because it on a 6 or a 4, it's bad news. Okay, so it goes to R3, but there's nothing in that hex to burn. Yeah, if I'd gotten a 4, 5, or 6, that would have been interesting at the very least. So, yeah, that's it. There's just, I guess technically I can roll for building collapse in P2. 2412. 24. Why would this roll for fall? Why would I check for a falling rebel? Why would I check there? Something's wrong here. Gusts, blah blah blah, collapse. Oh. Wait, a building location determined by random selection. So if the... Huh. Interesting. So, because there's a blaze in P2 and there's gusts, the location must collapse. The difference is what the location of the building collapses. But because this has no other location, this just instantly collapses. So it's no longer a building. That is actually a full terrain rubble. Which I just need to take the counter out, I guess. Destroy. Oh. So there's just rubble there now. And I suppose the blaze still exists. It's just rubble now. That is very interesting. I never really think about that. Huh. Okay. Well. Rallies. I get self-rally. Huzzah, I will get a squad back. I want the first line, because there's no reason to ever roll the second line guy. This guy can't roll, so he's just gonna exist there for a bit. Prep fire phase, I have nothing. Again. Not true. Mortar. Huzzah. 2 hits. No. That's just a solid miss. No rate. Damn. Okay. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, guy with the mortar goes to G2 for 2 and can't go any further. He might as well... he can't assault move because it's his whole thing. So I will... No, I'm going to stay hidden. I don't think I need to take a shot there. Other move stuff. I mean, this guy came back, which is really nice. He's going to CX. So, 1, 2, 3. Do I shoot there? Probably not. 4, 5, and then I'll shoot. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the shot. All right. Damn it. This is not going well. This is really not going well. I don't know if I want to do a follow-up shot. I don't think I want to do a follow-up shot. This sucks. Okay. Well, that makes this decision a lot easier. These guys will just go 2, 4, 6. Yep, they're going to go 2, 4, 6 there. First vehicle. They have to pay 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13. No, 11, stop for 12, and then unload. This goes away. So stops for 12, unloads for a quarter, which would be 8. So he's at 20. Starts for 21, 23. As they get there, they lose concealment to this guy. 23, 25, 26, 28, 30 in motion. And they're going to discover this roadblock. Which is just bad news, really. Next up, vehicle. Did I stop with him? Maybe I did. Yeah, I'll just dump him out then. For a quarter. 5. Starts for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 18. Pay the 18 the extra to state in motion. Guy that got deposited has 3 movement points. He's gonna do 1, 2, 3. I don't know if anybody sees him there. I feel like this to here is just such a bait. I really think this kink in Y8 would prevent it, so I'm not gonna bother. Second vehicle, CC5, is going to yeah, I think I'm gonna dump that guy as well. Starts for 1, or sorry, dumps him for 4, starts for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, or, no, wrong. Open ground on half track. Is 1, okay. And then I'll just stop delay there. And we'll see what I can get out of it. This guy has 1 movement left. Because he's paid essentially half of the 2 that he has. So it goes there. Yeah, DD4 starts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, stop delay the rest. This stack is going to this stack is going to go 2. They will lose CX. They'll go there for 2. This guy's going to split to join the mortar. And the rest will go 4. And then both these guys will lose their CX. 2, 4. Yeah, this guy technically had his thing. 2, 4. I think that's it for movement. Defensive fire phase. I'll final, might as well. 4 up 2, no. Cool. I don't really have too many options. Alright, well, I'll reveal an LMG and shoot at V6. Miss. That's not great. This guy is open. You know what? Might as well. So both squads are shooting at this half track in V7. There is a +2 for just crew armor, like the armor from crew exposed. So it's on 8. It's a 798, 1 morale check. They are fine. Okay, not great. Heavy machine gun in Q4 is going to shoot at the near vehicle. There is a +2. There's a -2, and then there's an extra +2 for small vehicles. So it is a hit by the barest of margins and no modifier. That might. Oh, right. That's on. It doesn't matter. I'm using the TK line, but it's on the vehicle line. It's an HMG, so 6. I needed a 6 or less. I got a 4. So this is destroyed. And crew survival 2. Well, it is also not a burning wreck. This apparently does not leave a wreck. No way. I think that's just... No, this should leave a wreck. I don't know why that's not... I don't know why that's not in game. Oops. I'm going to delete this. We're going to do this. And then we're going to flip it. I'm pretty sure this should leave a wreck. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm going to play it this way. So he's got no other targets. So that's fine. They've shot. They don't have anything else they can do. Yeah, no, I think that's it. Advanced fire phase. 4 up 3. Why not? Okay, normal morale check. Okay. Sniper doesn't activate. I don't know why that double clicked. You know, it's never what you want to see. Is this guy... I think I would have an extra +2. I'm going to hold back on it. There's no point right now. Yeah, I'm going to hold back on it. I guess technically, what is the range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Fuck it. They'll shoot. Alright, never mind. Fuck. Wow, okay. That's just the Norwegians just doing really well today. What else do I got here? Yeah, there's nothing else. Routes. Routes is very interesting because he can't. The only way he can go is up. He has to go up the floor. That sucks. That's just awful. Nobody else is broken. Nobody else has to route. Advances. I'm going to send this guy up to the first floor as well. Oops. Whatever. I'm going to send him up as well. These guys are going to go here. This entire group has to get split. So I'm going to do... this might be a mistake, but we'll do it like this. You know what? Yeah. We'll do it like this. Those guys got in. This guy can go here. You can go here. Actually, no. You can go there. Because if he went here, I think they would lose concealment. This is a huge call, actually. I don't know. So the problem is I don't know if there are any other fakes left. I know these guys because whatever, but I'm gonna risk it. I think this might be like the definitive play here at this point. If these guys move, they'll be CX, so I'm gonna advance them to A2. They won't go CX, thankfully, but they will have problems. This guy, you know what? Because these guys exist, I'm gonna keep them here. This guy is going to go to N3 and see if, well, That's true. If I win this, then I need, well, the Blaze. No, I need somebody else to pressure that side. That guy will go to L4. Outside of that, I think that's it. CC, we've just got the one that keeps going. No, and also no, interestingly. That melee is going to last for a while somehow. I don't know if anybody sees this roadblock either right now, so... Excuse me. Alright. Norwegian turn 2. Weather, no change. Almost got gust twice in a row. What else do we got here? Rally phase, nothing. Well, self rally? Didn't get it. Alright, that sucks. He'll stay DM'd. And we'll go to prep fire phase. Yeah. Okay. Prep fire phase, there's no way that sees that. I might have to try it out of desperation, but there can't be a way that sees that. Okay. These guys, yeah, they're fake shit. So these guys are gonna reveal. I forget that they have 2 heavy machine guns. So I'm gonna shoot 3 up 1. Alright, 4 on 3. This guy will just get revealed for sure. But 4 on 3, I think, is a normal or a 1 check. 1 check. So 1 check. He passes. That sucks. I do have rate of fire, so I will shoot again. This time it is the full 6 up 1. So it's a 5 on 6, which should be another 1 check. He breaks. I have rate, and I have nothing else to use it on because the Germans aren't moving, and it doesn't matter where I point it. So for the sake of argument, because there's no way for this melee to end early, I'll point it anyways towards there, but it has no effect. If the Germans were moving, I would have it pointed this way so that I can watch this guy. But functionally, it doesn't matter here. Anyways, I have rate again, so I will shoot again. This time it's a 9 on 6, which won't do anything, and there's no rate anymore. I don't know if this sees this, so I'm going to take the opportunity. I'm going to take the risk. Oh, he is real. Okay. I'm going to take this risk, though, and shoot Q4 into T3. I don't think he sees it, but I have to check. No. That is the slimmest of margins possible. That sucks. Son of a bitch. Okay. This guy is real, so 8 up 1. 9. Pintash check. Leader's fine. The squad is fine. And the bottom squad is pinned. So 1 guy is pinned. I can't take that as an answer. I have to go for a 10 up 1 shot. It's a normal morale check, I believe. 8 on 10 is normal. So normal morale check. Leader is fine. First squad breaks. Second squad is pinned again. So the guy with the HMG is broken, but the MMG guy is okay. That is all the shooting that they can do for the moment. Yeah. Movement phase. So the greens over here, they're CX'd. They will lose their CX. I'm going to have 1 go 1. Yeah. Mortar will take a shot at him. It's down 2 for non-assault and open ground, so that is a hit. It's not going to do anything. And I also don't have rate of fire. So 2, 3. And there. The rest will go 1, 2, 3. As I get there, this guy is going to reveal and chunk a mortar. It's yeah, that's just a miss. So there for 3, 4, 5. These guys will panic button and just shoot their inherent firepower, because why not? It is doubled halved -2, so 6 on 2 is a pin task check. Leader's fine, and squad's fine. That'll go away. This doesn't matter. This guy loses CX, bypass 1. Actually, I forget if inexperienced guys can bypass on their own, so we'll say 1, 2, 3. I forget if they're allowed to bypass. Inexperienced. Inexperienced personnel. Basic movement of 3. Why did I think they couldn't bypass? Alright, well. So bypass 1, 2, 3. We get 1 hex closer. Is there any other movement? No. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, yeah. So first and foremost, we'll do 8 up 3. Normal morale check, guy's fine. A bit of a bummer. Over here, the pin squad with the MMG is going to shoot the guy adjacent, because why not, with leader direction. So it is a 9 up 1. Okay. What else do we got here? Yeah, these two guys are going to combine and shoot at U5. I'm just gonna roll because I don't know what the number would be. Yeah, I think that has to be 2, not 3. I don't know why I would calculate 3. I'm pretty sure it has to be 2. So it's plus 4, but it's up 4 on 18. So 11 on 18. Pretty sure that's nothing. Pin test check. All right. Double pin test check. He's fine. I think I super pinned. Okay. I'm going to recombine a mortar. Actually, no. Because of the movement. Well, whatever. Yeah, I won't. This I will recombine. They're fine. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Advanced fire phase, none, realistically. Routes. Oh, well, I guess I could do 4 flat. 5 on 4 is a morale check. Even on 1 morale check, he's fine. That sucks. Okay, routes. You can go back there. Leader's gonna go with the... That's true. You know what? Yeah, because of that, I'm gonna hold back on that. Because I would have to... yeah. Yeah, technically it's attacker first, so you're going to go back to ground level. And then that's it. And then the Germans get their 1 that goes back. I think the HMG is just going to... I'm going to stay there. I'll invite some danger on this one. It's probably not smart, but I might as well be a little risky as the Germans. So that's it for... Actually, no, this guy has to route. Shoot, right? Because he's adjacent. Duh. So he has to route. So I'm going to keep the leader with this guy, and then he will recover it automatically. I can transfer it later. Yeah, I think that's the plan. No other routes, advances. Fuck it. Just absolute screw it. I need a potential win here, so I'm gonna split those groups. Yeah, no, I think it's still worthwhile to having the height advantage too. So yeah, we'll do that. Go into CC. We'll try to resolve this here, and maybe I can force the Germans to spend a really good roll on this one. So N1, the Norwegians go first. They don't get anything, and the Germans will get a kill finally. Flannelly, as they say. And then over on the right, there is a ambush chance. So the Norwegians will not get an ambush. Specifically, actually, no, wait, they do because of the +1 down one. Yeah, +1 down one. They will get an ambush, so 1 to 2 down one, no effect. And then the Germans will get a 1 to 2 with no modifier. That just flips to melee. That sucks for both sides, really, but that sucks a lot for. I'll say the Norwegians because that's just bad luck, really. We go to turn 3 for the Germans. I'm realizing I have not been touching buildings, which is really bad. Weather, no change, cool. Rally phase. I'm going to attempt self-rally on the first line guys. They will get it. This guy just regains his DM. I gotta take out pins. This guy loses his DM. Shoot, I keep forgetting this left side. I wanted to advance them and then go to combat. That's 2 to 1, nothing. And then 1 to 4, also nothing. Alright, cool. Man. Tell you, when you're sick, you forget stuff. You just forget stuff. Out of sight, out of mind, as they say. Okay. Is there anything else I can attempt to rally? This guy loses his DM, technically. Yeah, there's really not much else. Nothing else I can do in rally phase. So we'll go to prep fire. In the prep fire phase, I'm not going to mess around. Only thing I would care to do, I think, is double squad LMG versus the guy in the woods. No effect. Are you kidding me? That's just been terrible. Like 14 up 2. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. I think that's it for prep fire. Movement phase. Squad in U9 declares CX 1, 2, bypass 3, 4, 5, 6. I need them to start collecting buildings here. I also need to label these. I don't think I've been in a single building yet. Yeah, okay. What else? This guy loses his CX. Four, 6, 7, and Y5 is going to go to Y4 for 1. I will take this shot because why not? What are we looking at here? It's just a canceled out on 6, so 6 on 6, 1 check. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna run out of time real fast, which is really annoying. Okay, you are going to move there as a normal move, which gets rid of the concealment. These guys, yeah, I guess at this point it doesn't matter. So you can normal move there, and then blah. In concealment. Leader, on the other hand, is going to CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So far, I think that's the only building I've been in, uncontested. Um, yeah. 6-1 is just like very problematic. I'm gonna declare CX. They do one. They'll lose concealment there. This guy's shot, so it doesn't really matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to S10. This guy's stopped, so he's gonna drop him for 1, or sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then stop for 12. This guy's gonna re-DM. I'm gonna try an 8 up 2 on a miss, which is unfortunate. Vehicle in U8 is going to move, so starts for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then stop for 7, delay the rest. I'm going to LMG it, so to hit, that's a hit, no effect. 8 up 2, normal, they're fine, damn it, okay. Excuse me. In motion vehicle turns for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then delays to 17, starts for 18. This guy has 3 movements, so 1, 2, 3. The 4, 6, 7 is going to CX, go here for 2, 4, 6. The leader's just going to jump 2. They're going to drop the mortar, declare CX 2, 3. As they get there, I'll take a shot. Blah. I don't think it even matters. So, level 1, hindrance is 2. I thought they can only get 1. Whatever. We'll say... I'm pretty sure that's only... Yeah, no. Maybe because it's not at just same level height. Whatever. We'll say it's 2 hindrance. There's -1, so it's a +1 overall, but it doesn't matter because that's just a flub of a shot. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this doesn't take a shot, which is highly suspicious. P4. Oh, did I didn't roll to fix this. Didn't matter. P4 will take a shot. So range is 8. It's just the HMG. That's down 2. 8 on 6 is a Pintash check, I think. Yeah. Pintash check. They're fine. Alright, whatever. Be that way. And they don't have rate of fire either. Okay, well, that actually supremely sucks. Because L4... Ooh, do I CX for this? That's a half squad and that. I probably don't CX for it. But... excuse me. Yeah, bypass 1, 2, 3. I guess, like, I'll shoot again. Um, shoot. Is breakdown number down 2 on sustained? Please tell me it's not. Please tell me it's just 1. It's probably 2. Lowered by 2, of course. All right, well that breaks. For no benefit, because it's still just 6 down 2. I guess technically he's a bin task check. He's fine, so it didn't matter. Okay, well do I want to continue? Is a really good call. Good question. Is there any other movement? No. We'll go to defensive fire phase. This guy is finaled. The 457 itself really can't do anything. I guess like I can do a 2 down 1. 5 on 2 is a normal. This guy breaks, so huzzah. And then that's kind of it, really. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can do. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, AAMG has a 3 up 1. Nope. There's no point for that. Nope. Routes. You can route back 1. You can route back 1. You can just stay there. This guy has to route up and then finds himself adjacent, so failure to route. We'll just eliminate the DC as well. Oh, did I shoot with them? I don't know if I did the 4 up 2. Did I shoot with them? I don't think I did. Whatever. Well, at this point, we'll just leave it as is. I think that's it for routes. I think. Those are just broken. These are broken guys. Yeah. Advances. In the advance phase, I mean, well, there's literally no point not to do this. You can advance. You can go down. You guys can swap. You can go in there. You can advance. So don't forget. CX guy can go to N4 now. You can jump this. I can eliminate these guys because I'm not going to shoot in the prep fire phase, and that's a dead giveaway. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. CC phase, lots of CCs. 1 to 2, nope. And 2 to 1, I think that's also a no. 2 to 1, I think you need 7, yep. No minus. Alright, that stays in melee. Over here, 1 to 1 for the Germans with the -1, that's a kill. And 1 to 2, no modifier, so that will be a casualty reduction. So this guy's dead. And then casualty reduction here, random selection, squad is reduced. So could be way worse, but that's still bad. Okay, that's it, I think. Turn 3 for the Norwegians. Weather, no change. Broken stuff. Norwegians have nothing but 2 repairs to do. First, and this guy repairs. I should have, whatever. German side, this guy loses DM, this guy loses DM, this guy loses DM. And I will transfer the HMG to the half squad. because why not? Prep fire. 8 up 1. They cower. No effect. Damn it. 12 up 1. They also cower, but that's a 5 on 8, which is a 2 morale check. And they break. Uh, 12 up 3. Okay. Five down 1. Or sorry, 2 down 1. That's a 5 on 2, which is normal. This guy's gone. All right. Little victories there, I guess. This guy with the LMG really has, like... I think I go for the 6 up 1. Nope. Nope. That's a shame. Okay. Movement phase. I need to prevent this. So, yeah. They'll go down for 1, and then 2, 3. This guy will take a shot, because there's literally no reason not to. Ineffective. There would be a 2 residual. This guy goes there for 1. 1, 2, 3. And that's it. Defensive fire phase, of which there could be potentially a lot. 8 up 3. Nope. That could have been juicy. Over here, the HMG only is going to shoot adjacent, so 14 flat. What is up with these rolls on machine guns? 11 on 14 is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unbelievable. I'm then going to shoot with the armored car, or that armored car half track, as a 6 up 1. 6 on 6 is a 1 check. This guy is pinned and encircled. Oh, shit. Actually, no, he breaks. Ah, man. Yeah, so when you're encircled, your morale goes down by 1. And it applies immediately on the shot. So instead of having 7 morale, it goes to 6. He gets a 1 check. It goes from, yeah, he breaks. That sucks. I mean, it's cool that I actually got to show the encircle thing off, because that doesn't happen. I find it doesn't happen all that often. You either break or you already had like a lot of positives anyways. But yeah, wow. That just sucks. I'm going to assemble this mortar. Oops, don't know what the heck's going on there. And orient it like that. Which I don't really think it sees much from there, but might as well. 6 up 3. Whatever. It was worth it. LMG stack is gonna shoot the guy in the building. That's actually close. Yeah, so that would be 3 because of the vehicle as well. So it's a +5. Yeah, 11 on 14. It's another nothing. I really need to get those guys moving. They just can't see much. And then this 4, 6, 7. I mean, 4 up 3. Wow. Pin test check. He's fine. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I really can do or shoot. 4 up 4 is kind of just insane to think about. So, yeah. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Routes is a great question. Probably not much going on here. So the encircled guy can't go anywhere. Like, I guess technically his move would have to be towards V3, because the vehicle can't. Well, no, not even, because he's still adjacent. You can't do that. So yeah, he would become prisoner. I'm going to refuse prisoners, because I really can't afford to, if I'm being honest. If these green troops were closer to my actual troops, I would do it, because the greens are easy to capture. And I can still technically do that, but whole building capture stuff really makes it not worthwhile. I also instantly gain... I forgot to mention I gain those two the moment that guy dies. Oops. So this and that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Other routes, this guy goes back one. That's it. Starting to think I've been forgetting some rallies here. Okay, advances. I mean, this guy can stay in the stone building because it's a stone building. I think this guy just kind of has to go somewhere. Yeah, I think he's just boned. I don't think there's a way to get him out successfully. We'll just go to CC because I just don't think there's anything else. Oh, I didn't want to do this. That is true. CCs, you also join in there. You can advance. Yeah. Cool. Over here, it's a 9-2, so 4-1. They will get it. I'm pretty sure that must be a yes. Yeah, 4-1. They just got casualty reduction. To Jesus. Okay. And then I'll do 1-2 against the new guy because why not? No. So this guy dies. Mortar. We'll just leave. We'll just take the mortar out. It doesn't matter. And then over here, there's no ambush. It is a 2-1 for the Norwegians, which they won't succeed. And then a 1-4, no success. This CX will go away. I just need to... I'll do it now so I don't forget. Okay. Turn 4 for the Germans. Weather. No change. Rallies and things. Their self-rally attempt. This guy. Makes it. Rally. Makes it. Okay. This DM comes off and repair gets it. Okay. Not great. Not great that they're getting their HMGs back, but still, it's a lot of pressure that can be placed on this. Prep fire phase 4 up or 8 up 3. No, damn it. That was the big one I was hoping for. Okay. 6 up 2. Nope. Also kind of a bummer. 6 up 3. Nope. Man, I'm only rolling terrible right now. Mortar. I don't know who I can see upper floor. I don't think I can see either of these. So yeah, mortar against U5. That is going to be a hit. Yeah, because that should be 2 hindrance. I don't know why it keeps drawing. Well, it goes through 3 hexes, but you can only get so many as you could move through. So in this case, it'd only be 2. So there's a +2, which means it's a hit, which is good for me, or me. It is good and also bad for me. It's good for the Germans. So that is a hit plus rate. IFT is +2. So that is a 9 on 8, which is a Pintash check. They are fine. I will take a second shot. Sniper doesn't activate. IFT is an 11, which is nothing. I will shoot a third time. Not trigger sniper. That's another Pintash check. He's fine. And then at this point, it's +2, -2, so that balances out. It's another hit, no rate, and 9. Okay, I've only rolled 9s. Pintash check again. All right, he fucking pins finally. That's kind of an insane exchange, but all right. Yeah, I guess technically like smoke is possible, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Okay. That's it for prep fire, I think. Yeah, I think that might be it for prep fire. So movement phase. In the movement phase, guy in N4 assault moves to 05. And I'm gonna try the 12 down 1. It's a morale check of some sort, and that'll break and rate of fire, but that's fine. That's true too. They are locked, so they're locked both in direction and distance because this guy survived essentially. So this stack is going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Greens will try to take a shot, not get anything. Stack in the bottom over here will bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. Yeah. What else? This guy loses CX 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not? This guy loses CX. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to waste a shot. So 1, 2, 3. Do I take that shot? I feel like that's just insane to shoot. It will lose concealment. Yeah, no, 4, 5, 6. I feel like there's no rationale to shoot that guy ever. One of the 4, 6, 7s will go 2, 4. The other 4, 6, 7 will go 2, 4. And I have to shoot. I don't really have an option here. So it's doubled halved 6. It's flat, so 9 on 6 is nothing. That guy's probably screwed at this point. I don't think these guys can see X4. So these guys will do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fire again. All right. Well, never mind. That's just that guy is just absolutely he's dead for sure. And that's not it for movement. Motion half track is going to how would I do this? Yeah, there's no real good alternative. Starts for 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18 into S1 in motion. Everybody else has moved that the Germans would want to move. I'm going to first off, I'm going to shoot downstairs. Nope. That's 6 up 3. So nothing. So they're finaled. He has shot, so nothing there. Did I not shoot with him? I guess not. So the HMG is going to shoot at the vehicle. All right, never mind. It's small, so it misses. That's incredible. Okay. Squad at the LMG up 1. 8 on 6. Pin test check, I believe. Leader's pinned. Squad's fine. And other squad is pinned. Alright, didn't matter. It doesn't matter for my goals anyways. So he'll be final, and then that's it. Advanced fire phase. I might as well just fire group all these infantry against the guy adjacent, so I'll just roll. Wow, shit. So that's still 14 plus 4, so 18 up 2. So 6 on 18 is a 3 morale check. Yeah, he's toast. Oops. I can take the D. I can take this away. So they're all shot. I just won't shoot them again. Is there anybody else that can shoot? No. Okay. Take off preps. Take off residual. Routes. Germans first. They'll go into the woods there. This guy has to route. There's nowhere for him to route. Same problem as last time. And because of no quarter, there's not even a question of capture. He's just eliminated. Excuse me. Yeah, he's just gone. Nobody else has to route. Advances, you're going to go in here. Because I need to shift some stuff around. So you're going to go there. These guys with the LMGs all go into this building. You can threaten this. Or sorry, I thought they were rallied. My bad. You can go here, actually. You're going to go upstairs. You're going to advance. You can go here. Because you can CX and take this road. Yeah, I think that's it. CCs. A lot of CC shenanigans. Keep going. Over here, it is 7 to 5, which is functionally nothing. So just a 1-to-1, down 1 for the Germans. No effect. I'm gonna keep targeting the 247. So 2-to-1, no modifier, no effect. All right, cool. That's ridiculous. Over here, ambush. So Germans, Norwegians, no ambush. The Germans are at a 1-to-1, no effect, and then a 1-to-2 for the Norwegians, no effect. That goes into a melee as well. That's also ridiculous. Everything is developed into melees. It's just kind of crazy. Pins come off. Weather, no change. What else do we got here? Rallies, 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 rallies. Dam comes off. 1 rally. Doesn't get it. There's nothing else to do. We go to prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, 10 flat. 7 on 10. That's a... Yeah, okay. This also must get revealed at this point, I would imagine. So 7 on 10 is a 1 morale check. Alright, 2 1 morale checks. Break, handbrake. Alright, I think this guy ELRs. I did get rate of fire, so I might as well shoot again. 8 on 10, pretty sure it's a normal. Pass and pass. Alright, well, alright, cool. LMG, same thing. 1 check. Leader is pinned. Squad is fine, or the half squad is fine. Squad is pinned. Okay. So this happens. And then that's it. Movement phase. This guy is going to declare CX 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are going to declare CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not much else I can do. Defensive fire phase. 11 firepower up 2. Okay. And then 6 up 3. That will encircle. And then That's a 5 on 6. It's a 1 check. And he's broken anyways. That's bad. That is bad. This guy can't shoot anything. Mortar can't see anybody. So I'm going to have to move. I have to like move him out into the open, which is kind of insane to think about. I don't think I have any other shots. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. In the route phase, that goes away. These guys can just stay where they are, but you know what? I don't want them getting shot at, so you go there. Where I know it's safe. Yeah, I can't go that. I can't go the extra. This guy has to route, and his only destination is R5. Pretty sure. Nobody else has to route or move. Advances. I mean, it would be insane. Like, do I leave this and like assume that it'll work? And if I advance with these guys, no, they'd be fine to advance. Yeah, I have to do this. If it doesn't succeed, then they're dead anyways, I think. Actually, I might... what am I looking at here? I said 13, so I need everything but 3. But I've already got... So, I have this building. I'm going to grab these two and this. Well, if this... Yeah, if this wins on top of it, then that really is, like... I would just need... Yeah, I could skip these. Like, that doesn't matter anymore, essentially. Yeah, I think I need to do this just to try and maintain this area, but otherwise, like, it might be, it might not matter anyways, I guess is really what it comes down to. So yeah, that's it for advances. We go to CC. In the CC phase, I'm going to be disappointed if this one doesn't work out. This is 5-8. 2-1, down 2. I'm pretty sure that's a kill. Because 2-1... Oh, no, wait, that's a casualty reduction. 2-1 is 7. That's only a casualty reduction. I'm still going to do the 1-1 versus the half squad and leader. Okay. So this guy only casualty... Actually, that would be game. That's exactly the result you don't ever want to get. Shit. That is actually game. Over here... I'll do 1-1 versus the guy with the leader. Nope. And it's basically the same in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is actually a game at this point, I think. Holy moly. Okay. Yeah, this is terrible. So, German turn 5. Rally phase. We'll do weather first, obviously. Cool. Rallies. The Germans get a free self-rally, so we'll do this guy. It doesn't get it. This goes away. And they've got the leader-assisted rally, which doesn't work out. That DM comes off. And pins come off. They're going to attempt to repair the HMG, which they will get. Cool. So the problem here for the Germans, or for the Norwegians, the Germans don't have to shoot this turn, essentially. I can skip prep fire phase. So I skip prep fire phase. I go to movement. This guy turns for 1, 2, 3, 4, bypass 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Stop 15. This guy starts for 1, 2, 3, stops for 4. This guy re-DMs. These guys will go down to I8 for 2. I'm going to drop... Actually, it doesn't matter. They'll go there for 2. This stack will go to M9 for 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've now gained an extra 3 hexes. Yeah, it sucks that these guys didn't rally. This guy CXs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for road bonus. Which, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter. Because if I'm in CC6, bypass 1, bypass 2, bypass 3, bypass 4, oops, 5, 6. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. This guy's going to drop the mortar because there's no use. Declare CX. So 1, 2, 3, bypass 4, 5, 6. These guys are going to spend 1 movement point to give the HMG to, the 467, and then a second movement point to get it to exchange it to the other guy. The group moves as a stack for 4 to S4, and then continues to R3 for 5. And then this half track starts for 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Stops for 14. Yeah. I get this location. Make 10. Defense fire phase. I can shoot at this, I guess. Nope. That's pretty much the only shot I've got as the Norwegians. Flip to advanced fire phase. I mean, I don't need to. Like, this is a time where I could do this and shoot, and it'd be, I guess it would feel very unfair to do that. Also, if I've been calculating this +3, that's a big whoopsie doodle, because I don't know how I've been doing that. It doesn't matter. I don't think grand scheme of things it really mattered. We'll just go to routes. This guy can't go anywhere, so he's eliminated for failure to route. Everything else is just A-okay where they are. So we go to advances. In the advance phase, I'm going to have the Fallschirmjäger crew go into S6. Excuse me. And then the big old kill stack goes into Q4. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave them because that's fine. CX guy goes to V5. These guys are broken. That's the only shameful part, or the thing that sucks, is that these guys were broken. If they weren't broken, then I would have been able to do some extra stuff. Although technically, I guess I could have gotten this whole result the same way, because I could have put the leader in. I could have broken him to put him in there, and then this stack with their 4 movement points spends 2 to transfer, and then the 247 now with no machine gun goes to S4, and then the other guys with 2 movement points remaining go bypass, and then R3, and then advance. Whatever. I can think about it some other time. But yeah, that's that, I believe. Nobody else needs to do stuff. Everybody's in their position. We go to CC, but first let me calculate here. So this is ineligible. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so I'm just like, I knew my math was off somehow. So 12, my bid is 13, and CC, I am going to attempt the 1 to 2 versus the half squad and leader. I don't get it, and then that'll 100% kill. We go to turn 5 Norwegians for their rally phase. Nothing Nothing to say in there. They don't have any rallies that they can do, so the Germans will attempt a rally. They still don't get it, which is kind of insane. And then prep fire. So here's the problem: is that the Norwegians have no way of shooting at any unit that would prevent them from gaining territory. So what I mean by this is these guys have to run through open ground to get either of these two buildings. This is inaccessible to them. They don't have enough movement points. These guys can't shoot this big stack. And if they try to move anywhere to reclaim these two buildings, they're just dead. Like there's literally no reason to ever shoot with this stack until movement has ended or they have gone to Q5. And then again, these guys, and like they can't all move, because if they all move, they obviously leave control of this building available, so they lose out on that. So mathematically, I think it's just over. The only thing to do here to check would be have we go to movement phase, because again, there's no shooting that I can do that's consequential here. So this guy goes here for 1. AAMG shoots 3 down 2. 6 on 3 is a pintash check, I believe. So that is the first hurdle done. We'll put 1 residual. So this guy gets there for 2, and then goes here for 3. I will shoot a 4 down 1. It's a pintash check. He passes again. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. And then these guys will lose their CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because again, I need to contest these things. So these guys would end up shooting 12 down 3. Jeez. Well, I think it's just a normal. 8 on 12 might actually be 1 check. 1 check. 1 check. Leader breaks. Squad breaks. And squad is casualty reduced. So the whole stack breaks. I don't care for cowering at the moment. That's not relevant. And then these guys, like, okay, I have to make a move. So the only option is to go downstairs, which wouldn't work. Like, let's say for argument's sake, I transfer the HMG, I take these guys and I go downstairs, and they spent 2 so far, and then I go here to Q5 for 3. AAMG shoots 6 down 2. It's a 8 on 6 pintash check. They both pass. Cool. Now, because I don't trust anything else, so we'll do a 2 down 2. 6 on 2 pintash check. So leader's fine. The squad is fine. And then this entire stack shoots. So that is a 9, 11, 20. It's a 40 firepower down 3. Which, did I roll for that? Yes. So 7 on 36 is a K4. So random selection on who gets the K. Leader takes the K, and he takes a wound check, and then 4 morale check. All right, so he is like super broken, and he's wounded. Now he's already paid 2. Technically, this is his 3rd, so he can't move anywhere anymore. I did not get rate, which doesn't matter. And there's 12 residual. So he can't go in this building right now. And yeah. So now, like, okay, let's say I move these guys over because I have spent movement points. Okay, and then these guys now shoot above. And it's going to be the same idea. The numbers are a little different. So instead of on 40, it's on 20. And it's still non-assault move, because I don't think they're allowed to assault move. Maybe they are. Whatever. I'm gonna say they don't. So it's a flat 10 on 20, I believe, which is a 1 check. Okay. So wound. Really? Shouldn't it be? Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that it's only been wounded. That's like the absolute most ridiculous thing. Anyways, so that happens. Yada yada yada. We go to defensive fire phase. These guys will subsequent. So it's 2. It's up 1. So pentest check again on that guy, which he passes, which is kind of insane. These guys continue to shoot because why not? It's a down 1, so it's 6 on 6, which is a 1 morale check. Guy breaks or is wounded again. He's fine. This guy gets reduced, and that guy, it's a 1 check, I believe I said. So he's also eliminated. So this guy is reduced. This guy's wounded. Blah. We can take this off. We can take residuals off. Those guys already subsequented. Blah. I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. Not now. Please, I'm almost done. Okay. I think that's it for defensive. Advanced fire phase, why not? They'll shoot both HMGs. Doubled halved. Up 1. Jeez, 10 on 12. Might just be a pin test check, actually. It is. Pin test check. Leader is fine. Squad's pinned. Other guy's fine. So, middle guy's pinned. Everybody else is fine. Okay. No shots. 4 up 3. No effect. We go to routes. Functionally, these guys are dead, but we'll say like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy has to route. He can't see this guy. He gets here. Actually, it wouldn't matter. He's adjacent in all cases, so he's just eliminated. Nothing to do for the Germans. And then advances, and it's like, okay, so... I mean, oh, you know what? Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to move. That's the other problem. These guys, he would have been technically stuck upstairs. So, like, we can excuse this whole thing, this whole move. And then I can't do I'll just throw him into melee. So this guy can technically go into R5, right? So cool, it does that. But it doesn't, like, solve anything. And this guy will go there. So we'll go to CC. Further expand on this. So there's 1 CC available. K8. So Norwegians, Germans, they're stuck. Neither ambushes the other. Norwegians are at a 1-to-1 and 1-to-2 for the Germans. That just stays as a melee. Where is this? So that stays as a melee, which is the worst result you can get. We go to final German turn. Weather, no change. Rallies, they get a self rally, so we'll do the guy on the left. They get it, and then a rally over here. They will finally get that one, and then this guy self rallies. No. So I don't need to shoot at all in this. I can just reinforce it this way. So movement phase, these guys assault move to get into this building and shore that up. And then over in the middle, like technically this machine, like they can shoot twice with the machine guns, right? Like one in either direction. But you can kind of only do so much. So what I mean by that is like this CX comes off, and they're gonna try and single man infantry overrun essentially. So in the infantry overrun, I guess technically I could do like 3 up 2, 3 up 2, 3 up 2, no, 3 up 2, no, not far, but that encircles them. Wow, cool. Um, so infantry overrun. So this guy can attempt it because the only known enemy unit in that location is a single man counter. He has to pay 4 instead of 2, and you have to pass a normal task check, which they pass. So cool. Blah blah blah. A unit may take its normal task check at any time they're prior to entering the location. Oh, you do have to. Okay, that sucks. Whatever, doesn't matter. I didn't pass it because I have to add the TEM, which is +2. But it doesn't matter because again, like I can just advance in there and make things worse for the Norwegians. So okay, that didn't work. These guys declare CX. They'll pay 2, 3, 4. And now I have to make a decision here of where I shoot with what and how. So, for example, it might make more sense to have both guns point this way to prevent that last building from getting captured. So I'm here for 4, 5, and then 6, 7, and then I'll have an HMG shoot, and that is 6 down 3, which should just be KIA. So we'll just say like these guys are gone. Cool. They've used one of their sport weapons. This guy dashes through N5. I'll take a shot with a second or the same HMG. So it's halved to 3, but it's down 3. So 2 on 3 is a K2. So reduced, blah blah blah. Okay, well they're getting super lucky. Oh yeah. I forgot to take the pins off. There you go. Cool. The guy with the MMG is going to assault move to lower floor, and then again I have to make a decision. So we'll take a shot with the HMG. It's a +1 on 12, so 8 on 12 should be okay. Well, fucking, he's still got a point this way. And these guys will assault move to upper floor. Surely they can't just have everything go right for them on the last turn. Although I still don't think it'll matter, but blah blah. Okay. Yeah, so it's an up 1 on at this point. Yeah, he's pointing a different direction, so he technically needs a second HMG. So 6 on 12. Was that 2 morale check? The squad passes. Are they pinned? Yes. Though that doesn't matter. And then this guy can simply assault move because this guy now has target dependence on adjacent and adjacent. He can't. There's nowhere else to look and shoot. So everybody got sacrificed for we'll say the greater good. No more defensive, no more advanced fire phase. Routes don't matter, but if we're doing it, then these guys can go TEM and there, and then these guys just, this guy just goes downstairs. That's the only routes we really care about. Technically, this guy can route there, which is funny. Actually, no, because he sees that guy, so he has to go there. Advances. So you guys go there. You reinforce that, and then that's it. So yeah, there's no way for this to end with the Norwegians gaining the building. We'll do this as a German Norwegians. There is no. Does wounded count as a +1? I don't think so. Yeah, you're already getting the +1 for that. So there's no ambush here. It's a 4-1 for the Germans. They will get the kill, and then it's we'll do 1-2 versus the crew. No, so this guy dies, and lo and behold, the Germans control this building, which gets them to 13, which triggers the win. Over here for Pride, 1-1 over here. They can get it, and then the Germans will get the kill. But yeah, anyways, I can see why the Norwegians would get the extra squad. I think it's just one extra squad in the in later versions. They probably need it. Sorry. Still sick, so the sniffles are still getting to me. I can see why the Norwegians still need it. I think them having 2 HMGs is like really strong though. So I would hope that later versions of this same scenario, maybe they don't have 2 HMGs, they just get 1. Oh, it's more than, they get 3 extra squads. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In the LFT version, the Germans lose a squad, and then they have to contend with 3 more Norwegian squads. That one's way like, I don't know. The numbers are still kind of wild. I can definitely see the Norwegians winning because of the HMGs. If I didn't repair them, I think that would have made a big difference, or a larger difference. I've a hard time figuring out where the heck I would place a mortar to get like really good effect for them, just because there's no height, so there's not much of a like line of sight in this is like really bad. So it felt to me like getting the mortar on the right side was the better choice. Maybe I should have taken like an extra turn or whatever to drive him closer or get him in a better position, I guess. At the very least, like I guess if you have the half tracks drive, because the half tracks also have to set up in a road hex. That was also a really important thing. It's like maybe you have the half tracks on this side and they drive down through here, maybe, because you can do some shenanigans like get back here, unload, and then you have mortars here shelling. So maybe that's a thing to consider that I should have done. But other than that, like I don't know, it feels like having a mortar here or here, if there's wind, it just doesn't serve a purpose. Also, like I got a blaze, had the blaze been in these woods, or if I'd gotten wind, that also would really impact the Norwegian defensive strategy, because once you have, like, if these blazes start pouring smoke in directions, there's just not a lot you can do as the defender to prevent the easy movement, around all of that. So yeah, anyways, I think this scenario was neat. I do agree, and with the updates that the Norwegians do need a little bit more troops. I think I just got really unlucky with a lot of German shots with their LMG and HMG stacks to actually get results. I think if I'd gotten, if it was a little bit more closer to average, I think on the German shooting, then it'd probably be an even bigger blowout for the Germans. So all to say, I think the scenario was fun. I probably wouldn't play the Monkeys with Typewriters one, but if anything, that just is more of an endorsement to pick up LFT's Magazine 13 with the Crimean campaign, or the ECZ Tournament Director's Pack. So without further ado, I hope everybody has a lovely week, and we should be back to regular scheduled programming with Rootin' on Saturday. Have a lovely week. Bye.